Justin Officer dropped this gem on me this morning about this $500 million AI token burn. That's right. Some company just burned $500 million in tokens with Anthropic. We have an idea on who we think it is. Oh, no, Dino. Yeah, so I read this. No, no. Yeah, so I'm aware of this, that Microsoft and Uber reached their token cap for the year within the first quarter. Oh boy. Yeah, we got some problems here. But no, this one I think is significantly worse than that. Because Dino, I think what you're talking about is I think they had allocated something like $500. What was it like? Or maybe it was $500 a month for their developers and then they upped it to like 2000 or something, but they still burned through the entire year of tokens within the first few months, right? I mean, the spending, as we've been on talking about, and many of you know, the actual cost of the LLMs, not the SLMs, but the LLMs is astronomical, and they're starting to bill you for it. And so, for any of you that have used AWS and your bill has gone sideways, this is like that, except 100 times worse. And this just does not make economical sense, right? It's a lot of us are foreseeing a kind of catastrophic failure where, and this is sort of how it works, is once you get the tech established and everybody has it, right? There's no true technical moat for most of the language models. They're all just based on transformers, and there's, little stuff here and there. I do think Anthropic has advances that the rest of them don't have, but what will likely happen is what you see in almost all markets is at first it's a race to establish yourself and get control of the market. But then because there's no true technical moat, everyone can compete. And because everyone can compete, then the prices actually need to go down significantly because it's been commoditized. So if Anthropic is charging 100x, let's say, or even 10x more than Google, people will probably just switch to Google and be like, I don't need it to be a little bit better for 10x the price. So then what that means is that Anthropic has to drop its price. And so then the margins for each of these companies become extremely small. And let me tell you, that doesn't jive with these insane valuations that are just hype maxed. They don't make sense, which is part of the reason for the race for the IPO is they know the end is arriving. They know it's about ready. They can read the sentiment about how this is cool technology and it is super valuable, but it's not worth $500 million. It doesn't make you that much better, especially with a lot of it being slop, or you have to fix all of the stuff, right? Like I'm dealing with Claude constantly, like stuff that's just super basic that a junior engineer would know not to do. It screws up. It's actually quite amusing. So there's a lot of discussion about how something like 40% of the US spending for companies, their Capex, is toward AI. And once the AI bubble, or more particularly the language model bubble bursts, sorry, let me rephrase this, the large language model bubble bursts, then the Capex spending is going to cut down significantly because they're being underpriced or fairly priced by lightweight models that are available for free, which is how this should work, right? That's why I'm such a big fan of the small language models, and it's why big tech really hates small language models. They despise it because you can circumvent the use of the cloud. This is, in my opinion, a big reason why Google forced the SLM download through Chrome, is they can see the future. They can see it just like we can, and the future is going to move away from cloud because people aren't going to pay a $500 million fee for slop, right? For stuff that's really not that great, when they can get these small language models that are domain specific and they work very well in a single domain, and you can run it on your hardware. You pay basically just your power bill, which is not going to be hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know, even if you were previously doing things like crypto mining, right? And I know some people that have like their arrays of GPUs where they were doing crypto mining. Even those folks were only getting into like the thousands of dollars per month on their power bill. Not in this space. Plus, they're making money every time they mine a new Bitcoin, right? So they're doing it because it pays the bills and it's profitable. Anyway, I do suspect that we are getting close now to this pretty big collapse of the lunacy. And guys, I love it. I absolutely love it, because this BS has been going on way too long. And as I think all of you know, I'm a huge, huge fan of AI and technology. I was a huge fan of this stuff way before it became popular. But I'm also a huge fan of doing this in an ethical way that actually makes sense and is sustainable. Not whatever this lunacy is, this AI fanaticism that we're living in right now, that's mostly controlled by people that just care about greed, right? Because that's the majority. Unfortunately, a lot of people are just seeing this as a profit. They don't actually deeply care. If they deeply cared, they would have a deep background in this. They would have been doing this before it became hot and fancy. And I know many of you Jeets are 190 IQ savants, which is awesome. But just being hyper intelligent, which is great, does not implicitly generate vast amount of knowledge. And without the knowledge of how all these things work, your ability to solve problems a little bit faster than other people ultimately doesn't make that much of a difference, right? It's much more complex than this. And I think that's what I love about the Jeets, is all of you guys are here not just because you're super smart, but because you want to learn. And when you combine those two things together, people that are intelligent and they have a growth mindset and they have an incredible discipline for perseverance, what you get is people that can really change the world. And it's very much a small footsteps every day. And Jay, deeply appreciate the kind words, my friend. It's, yeah, very appreciated. And thank you for joining. Dino saying, I saw top 5 tech combined companies in India is less than, yeah, no doubt, is less than Anthropic's valuation. And it's better, so they're scared to be obsolete. Yeah, I think personally, I think that Anthropic has value, but is it really worth, what is the number now? Like $500 billion? Oh, 900 billion. Yeah, exactly. So $900 billion. My bad. Uh, Thanks, Justin. And a lot of that is based on traction, right? It's the idea that, well, they captured the market and so they have traction. But what people are not understanding, especially some of these investors that aren't like thinking things through, a lot of this traction is it's shiny, it's fancy and new, and there really aren't alternatives. It is going to be very interesting, I think, how it unfolds. But when you look at the AI only companies that are basically just large language models, and that would be principally almost all the companies that are part of the transformer era. Obviously, the two big ones that come to mind are OpenAI and Anthropic, but you have like Perplexity is in there, Midjourney is in there, uh, Sonos is in there. Uh, th- then you have some of the ones that were created as spinouts, like Mira's company, Thinking Labs. It's not clear exactly what they're doing, uh, but all of those guys, I think, are going to be super compressed. I think myself and many others that are deeply looking at this, what I think is going to happen is when the first AI company IPOs, particularly Anthropic or OpenAI, I'm really hoping Anthropic because then we will start to see the real prices emerge for things like Claude Code because they won't be able to mislead the investors. They won't be able to uh, hide the books and the actual cost. It has to be, I mean, that's what it means to be a public company, right? Is that stuff has to be public record so it can be scrutinized. And once that data becomes available, we will have, I think, a much clearer picture on how things like Claude Code can actually be used.